I received a few questions about using a single rope with both boys attached towards the end of the rope. It's called end roping, and it's only good in certain circumstances. Let's get into it. Hi everyone, I'm Jason. I did a video about the La Sportiva Ultra Raptor 2 Junior shoes, which our kids use for scrambling because there aren't proper approach shoes that are small enough for them. In that video, we have a couple of scenes of both kids climbing while tied into the end and near the end of the same single rope. I've gotten a couple of questions about that technique, both on the nuances of deploying it and the circumstances where I would use it or not use it. Let's start with some specifics about the end roping technique. To set up an end roping system with a team of 3 climbers, we have the lead climber tie into a rope end and one following climber tie into the other rope end as per the norm. But now we have a third climber who also ties in, about 3 to 5 meters in front of the second climber. Often we will create what's called a cow's tail. We can tie a bite knot with about a half a meter of loop. Then we have some decisions to make. We often use another bite knot tied into the end of the large loop and clip it to the Grivel Clepsydra S carabiner. The Clepsydra has a keeper gate to avoid cross-loading, and it has a double gate to ensure a double locking mechanism. If we didn't have a carabiner with a keeper gate, then we'd either want to use a double or triple action locker or 2 opposite and opposed carabiners. But with the keeper gate missing, we can help address the cross-loading issue by using a clove hitch to connect to the climber's carabiner instead of a second bite knot. A third option is to tie into the bite with an overhand retrace. This demands our original bite length use even more rope, maybe a full meter of loop. And with any retrace knot, we also need to make sure that we have enough tail to feel confident that the knot won't unthread. Why a cow's tail at all? The point is to create a bit of permanent slack in the rope for the middle climber. That way the second and third climber don't have to climb at exactly the same pace, which is nearly impossible to do, as sometimes one climber will be facing a move that demands slower, more deliberate hand or foot placements, while the other is on some section that is more quickly passed through. And why end rope at all? Well, it addresses some of the downsides of the other most applied techniques for climbing with 3 people. One alternative is the caterpillar method, in which climbers go in sequence with only one climber moving at a time. The leader leads up, then belays up the second. The second is trailing additional rope, and once at the stance or anchor, then the second belays up the third. This keeps clean rope management with a single line, but it is slow as the second and third climbers are never moving at the same time. So another option is to use 2 ropes, either as twins, doubles, or even 2 single ropes. Regardless of which 2-rope system we use, and each has pros and cons that we won't get into in this video, we will still have 2 ropes to manage, and that can slow things down. But the advantages of end roping also come with problems. Even with the added buffer that the cow's tail provides, it's still possible for a fall by the last climber to pull off the middle climber. That also means the weight of 2 climbers can fall onto the single rope. Now, with lightweight kids, that's probably not a big issue, but with other climbers, we need to start to consider how we are adding risk. To address these 2 issues, we typically will only use end roping on low-angled terrain. The low angles both reduce the likelihood of a fall and also reduce the forces of a fall. So 3rd and 4th class climbing, where falls are unlikely but consequences may be high, or moderate snow and low-angled ice, make proper environments where end roping may make sense. Have you used end roping? Where and why? Tell us in the comments. Thanks for watching this video. Please like, subscribe, and share if you want to support us. For more information, you can go to our website at www.shortguysbetaworks.com. You can check out a related video we made on low-angled simulclimbing more generally, or maybe check out our entire series we did about using ropes to add security on low-angled routes. We'll see you next week and keep on getting more out of that big outside.